There is no way to say, okay, this is the one problem. I don't want to put it that way at all. But the more you watch Oklahoma's run blocking at tight end, it's just nowhere near good enough based on what I'm seeing here in the first half. So earlier I mentioned Jaron Kanek having a nice block, Will Huggins missing his. So this is the third down that gets called. There was a quick pass to Satania. He nearly gets the first down. They initially give it to him. The chains don't get set in time. They kind of use that as a way to review the play. And it's a third and one. It's not a complaint. I think it was the right call. I don't think he got the first down. But watch Will Huggins right here try to block Curly Ordonez. I think that was who the problem was last time, if I remember right. Um, it's just not good enough from the guy that is apparently your blocking tight end. I mean, I think we can all accept that Jaron Kanek is their move guy, and that's what they see him as, kind of H-back, kind of flexy type of tight end. So Will Huggins is your blocker. In your 12 personnel groupings, he's your other tight end. Okay. Watch him here. He just gets thrown away, and he ends up on the ground. He's in the trash that slows down John Mateer. And so watch what actually happens here. We'll do it in slow. Okay, so you've got the snap. And again, I apologize for all the sniffling. Okay, so here you've got this. Howland is supposed to pull around. He'll pick up this guy. Oh, Lewis. Okay, now check that then. That's right. He's going to pick up this guy. Kanek is going to get this guy. Lewis has got him, the guy I had mentioned incorrectly before. And even with that, you've got another lead blocker. All that done, and you still have Torrey Blaylock to come off and finish this guy. And I don't think I diagrammed that very well. Let's take a step back here. Okay. Let's watch it run through again here. Logan Howland's supposed to get the end. Okay, let's see. Kanek. Sorry, I just want to make sure I diagram this right. He's going to do the kick. Okay, that's okay. So the guy that cut loose that Lewis initially has. Okay. So yeah, Howland is going for that linebacker. I had that right. Lewis gets him. Blaylock's going to come and pick him up once he spins out. If what happens, though, is when Huggins gets beat right here, he throws him aside. So Howland runs into him here when he's supposed to be getting up to this level. And Howland actually gets gets a piece of both of them, honestly, and gets just enough of that of his assignment to get Mateer through the hole. But that's just not okay, man. You got to do more there. Kanek, that's not a great block, but he gets enough. He gets a shot in. Again, he's moving. That's putting him in a position where he might have some success. But again, if Huggins blocks him, you've got Howland pulling around. He's going to get this guy. Lewis is going to crack down on this guy. Kanek's going to come out here for this guy. Then you've just got Blaylock serving as a lead blocker with Mateer following. There's a lot of play. That's, again, you can draw it up on a board like I'm sitting here doing. That doesn't make it all work, but this is twice in a quarter we've watched a guy just not be able to block a player. And we're talking about a Temple player. And that's Curly Ordonez is a perfectly fine player. I'm not trying to shoot him down or anything like that. But there's one guy on this whole defense that would play at Oklahoma, and it's this guy right here. So, and, I think in general most of these guys wouldn't play at the SEC level. So this is a block he's got to be able to make if he's your blocking tight end. we'll just watch it one more time here. Maybe we'll see it from a different angle. No different angle. Okay, so on to the next play. I did want to say that it was not just Huggins. There's more to this problem. So here you got Canick go in motion. And now let's be fair to him. The guy I was just saying is the NFL guy. It's him right here. And they're going to send Canick in motion here and just try to get him to get a little chip block. He doesn't get anything. He barely slows him down. The good news is Stewart goes underneath him, and it takes him away. You know, Canick gets enough in his way that if Mateer had given it to Blaylock, it might be a problem. But since he kept him through, no big deal. But again, it's not. Canick brings so much other value. It's fine. Like, you can overlook a lot of this. Huggins, they need somebody to step into that role. I don't care if it's Huggins. I don't care if it's Carson Kent. I don't care who it is. But they've got to find a second tight end who can block and just do it at a respectable level. I'm not saying at this point in the year you're going to go find a guy that's going to cure all your problems, but someone who can do something.